Hello, this is Anthony. Let's sit and talk. I would take you for a walk today, but it is so windy that it was impossible to get a clear video out. So today we're going to talk about distractions and what is their purpose. Well, to give you the short answer, distractions are created to take your focus off of the things that are important, okay? The things that require your attention, the lessons that you're here to focus on and learn in order for you to grow and evolve. You see, we understand that we are a three-part being, and really a lot of the ancient texts and manuscripts, they all talk about the same concept. You are a body, a mind, and a soul. Well, in those concepts, the soul is eternal, which means the soul has wisdom that it can offer us, because the soul is the eternal you. You have incarnated into a body and a mind. Now, what we do live in is a mental universe, meaning that you have the ability to co-create your reality with Creator, with the universe, with Source, with God, however you would prefer to refer to the all-being as. And when you co-create, you use that through mental thought and through understanding and understanding the signs around you to help you to focus on what it is you choose to create. And the body gives you that illusion and sensation of being in a solid reality. So the purpose of distraction, though, is to take your focus off of the information that you can receive from your soul, which is you, that can help you to learn and evolve more rapidly. Because the purpose for your soul here is to continue to evolve and grow, expand its consciousness. When I say distractions, what do I mean? Well, distractions are anything that take us away from what we consider the quiet, the connection. And a lot of times we've now been conditioned that quiet and peace essentially is boredom. And you need to fill that space with noise, external noise, something outside of you. Because when you're focused on the things outside of you, you're not able to receive what is meant to come to you. The wisdom to help you to resolve issues and challenges and give you direction and guidance on your path on this plane. So distractions can range from anything from telephone is a big distraction, social media is a big distraction, news is a big distraction, television is a big distraction, alcohol, medicines, drugs, relationships, sex. These are all things that are distractions that are presented to you. There is a reason why the system that we live in is set up in order for you to essentially be kept in a survival mode, in a survive, not thrive mode. The problem with being in a survive mode is you're just constantly trying to focus on what needs to be accomplished in order for you to survive in the world. And watching and using all these distractions to keep you from that silence and that peace is what you use to project yourself into a different area, so you don't think about, well, how do I get out of survival mode? Okay. The issue is that the quiet and the peace and the connection with self, is what brings the wisdom in to help you to escape that. But it's very difficult to understand that for some because they've never had a moment where they've experienced the silence and the peace. They've never gotten to a point where they've been able to overcome the programming that this illusion imprints into us in order to control us and guide us. And so as these distractions continue to come up, you find it less comfortable to be in the silence. You find it less comfortable to be with self. You find it less comfortable to look inside in the depths to find the wisdom to help you to overcome the lessons and the challenges to evolve and grow. This is, I don't think, ever been more evident than during the last days of Rome, where they began to increase, for instance, the amount of games, gladiatorial games and such, because the belief was the mob the mob rules, and if you can control the mob, you can control Rome. And instead of people really looking for that internal wisdom, going to that peace and quiet, and having discussion about direction, essentially, a few were able to essentially corrupt the whole, and the entire civilization imploded. You start to see that in some instances today, where there's such a push of domination and control because of fear, that it's very easy to keep people separate and distracted, to not go internal, to not realize that everything around them is them and everything inside of them is around them. That the peace that you seek comes from here. And when you are able to tap into that more fully, then you see the peace around you. However, there is always going to be a reflection. Even the Essenes talked about this reality as being a mirror. And everything that you see around you is a mirror to help you to understand better what lessons that there are for you to learn to help you to grow and evolve. So the next time that you find yourself in a room by yourself with nothing on, consider trying to push past that feeling of boredom into the peace, into the silence, to connect with soul, to see what information and wisdom might come to you that might help you on your journey. Listen to the connections that you have with the friends around you that might be offering you information that might help you on your journey, might help you to grow and evolve. When you start to really begin what you're here to understand what you're here to learn, then it's easier for you to focus on those important things. It's easier for you to see that there is no lack. It's easier for you to remove yourself from the survival mode and get yourself more into the thrive mode, which will help you to exponentially improve your situation on a daily basis. Okay? So, if you enjoy this comment and content, please like, share, and subscribe, because I would be grateful for that. And what say you? Please share in the comments below. I'd love to interact with you. Until I talk to you again, peace, love, light. Have the most amazing day.